how AI is taking over, almost everything in our day-to-day life. So it is increasingly becoming necessary for us.
It was really a new experience to understand about your LLMs, the transformer model, the prompts that we are using.
All right. Hi, everyone. This is Akhil from Product Space. This video is part of our advanced AI program where our participants build end-to-end AI products addressing real industry use cases. Okay. Today, I'm thrilled to introduce you to one such team who have put in weeks of hard work to build Gmail Genie. Let's start by meeting the team.
Hi everyone, I'm Mohini. I'm working as a senior product manager. So there are like so many advancements which are already happening in the field of AI, right? And I really wanted to catch up with the pace at which things are really catching up, right, in the industry. And then I came across a video from AI for product managers, and I was really wowed by the way they had automated everything about product management. And that is where I decided this is something I really want to get into. And yeah, the last 1.5 months have been really grilling, to be honest. But yeah, the experience was really worth it. When we really created this Gmail GD, right? We never even thought at start we would be able to achieve so much. But thanks to this wonderful team and the midnight oil that we burned, we were really able to achieve the impossible in 1.5 weeks. So this was an incredible experience that I guess we all will remember for the years to come.
Thank you, Moni. So, folks, we have Moni with us. Moni is a senior PM at Citibank and has, I think, more than half a decade of experience. Over to you, Santosh. Santosh is working as a senior PM at Milestone Technology. Santosh, over to you. Probably, I would love to know and hear about your experience here.
Yeah, thanks, Akhil. Hey, hi everyone. This is Santosh Kumar, and as Akhil mentioned, I'm currently working as senior product manager at Milestone Technologies. Broadly, like my complete experience has been into BFSI domain, and almost a decade of experience is what I have. Before joining this program, like I was more of a product manager without much touch to the AI part, right? And whatever Mohini just mentioned about how this course has helped us, so I completely echo with her words, because it gave me a good structure in terms of how I can now plan to become a AI product manager. And I would say this course would be my first step, and it was very successful because that's the outcome that we have seen, and we are able to achieve what we had initially planned. Just to put it in one line, before joining this course, I was completely doubtful if we would even complete our capstone, but now we are in a position to guide someone to complete it. So yeah.
In fact, your team won the demo day. I think that's a good feat in the first attempt. So congrats for that. Yeah, Prerit, over to you.
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Prerit. I have about 6 years of experience, mostly in banking, fintech, and information security side. I've worked with startups. Currently, I'm working as a PM at Servagram. So I have experience with startups, and I've also worked with multinational companies like Deloitte. So yeah, that's about me. Before this cohort, I was also a generalist PM, but now with the onset of AI and
Thank you, Prerit. Vashni, over to you.
Thank you so much, Akhil. Hi everyone, this is Vashni Shanoy. I'm currently working as a PM at Untrash. We basically help in calculating carbon emissions for eco-friendly companies. So before this, I was working in LTI Mindtree as a business analyst, and I sort of made a switch towards product management because it's very inclined towards the industry and solving a lot of problems around me. How I came across this course is it's pretty interesting because again, it was definitely through LinkedIn. Also, one of my friends recommended me this course, and AI for sure is taking over a lot of industries and a lot of spaces, right? And if not now, it's basically never. So that sort of instigated that fire in me wanting to start this course. And I think the last time I touched base on AI was when I, with some of my friends, created something called human recognition system using RNN. But that's like ages back. So the way it's evolved to what it is today is compelling. That's about me.
Awesome. Thanks, team. Now let's get into your project. Can you walk us through the problem you folks chose to solve? And probably, would you like to touch base upon like how did you guys stumble upon this idea? Yeah.
Right. So it stemmed from a very basic concept that all of us are facing on a daily basis, and that's really how we developed into creating this solution for everyone around us. It was how we were dealing with emails on a daily basis, be it personally or be it professionally, right? Uh, Communicating the right way is very important in terms of emails, and also being able to condense all that information, that especially if the number of newsletters you subscribe to is intense for all of us, right? Maybe like I myself have like 37 newsletters subscribed, and I don't read half of them because of the overload. And I think this resonated with our team, but we didn't just stop with us. We wanted to hear from a lot of people around us. And so we reached out, we got the same response, and that sort of validated our problem statement, which is pretty simple. It was to increase the productivity and decrease the time that they took while communicating with the email. And that's where Gmail Genie basically came in. What we wanted to solve is to just by a voice or by a text, anybody would be able to fetch anything from the email, plan, schedule, and summarize things to make their work life and personal life absolutely easy and seamless. So that was why we built what we built today.
Sounds interesting. Let's see the product in action, folks. Can you give a demo of what your product can do? And probably we would try to cover some extensive range of use cases so that we can see how the interaction of Gmail with WhatsApp could be made faster.
Sure, Akhil. Just let me share my screen. All right. I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, we're good to go.
Yeah. So we need to understand that Gmail Genie is a WhatsApp chatbot, which basically helps you control your entire Gmail just through this single screen, right? So let me give you a small, let me start with a small demo of fetching the contacts. So fetch contact details of Varshini. So I just had to give the command of what I want, and this chatbot will fetch it for me.
All right. So while you've given it a command, it's basically operating in the backend, and then somewhere you might have saved the contact, and from where it is bringing and giving it to you. Oh, awesome. Let's see here. Yeah.
Contact details for Varshini Shenoy. Email varshini.shenoy.02@gmail.com. Phone 9198.
So it has fetched the email as well as the phone number of Varshini. I am not playing the entire phone number, so but it is there.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
So that's the simplest use case. What this chatbot can also do is it can fetch emails. So like Santosh had sent me an email a few days back. So if I want to fetch it, I can ask this. I can ask Gmail Genie to do it for me.
Awesome. Let's see.
What was the last email from Santosh? So I've given it the command. And if you want, I can explain what is happening at the back end.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see what's powering this project. Yeah.
Yes. So we've built this on the N8N platform. It's a workflow management tool for AI agents. And to start off, we have given the trigger for WhatsApp. So basically, any input that we give through WhatsApp, maybe as an audio message, maybe as an image or as a text message, it will process that, and basis that, it will give me an output. So I'll explain it to you in detail in a while. But right now we have got the output, and let's see what the output is.
Santosh Alampali emailed Prerit on May 10th, 2025, regarding a product manager job opportunity at Product Space, inviting Prerit to express interest in the position.
Looks like Santosh, a very close friend, like, he's sharing the job.
This was a test email that Santosh had sent.
Okay.
But that was the latest email from Santosh. And I can show it on the email, but what I'll do is I'll first reply to this email and then show that on the email itself, right?
Awesome. Let's do it.
Reply to the latest email from Santosh saying that I am interested in this opportunity from Product Space, and I want to know more details about this job. Right. So I've given the chatbot the context of what I want, and to which email I wanted. So now it will fetch that email and it will reply to that email on my behalf.
Awesome.
So
Let's
what is happening?
see it. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So what is happening here is I've given the input through this WhatsApp audio message. It is going above. It is deciphering that message, and there is a master agent here. This master agent is basically controlling my entire Gmail, which has been subcategorized as three agents. There is a calendar agent, there is an email agent, and there is a contacts agent. So this agent will fetch the email details, the contact details of Santosh from the contacts agent. And with that information, it will then trigger the email agent to push that message to the Santosh's latest email as I had prompted it. It is operating on the OpenAI's ChatGPT 4.0 mini model, which is the one of the latest models of ChatGPT, extremely fast and efficient. And then basis that, it will then summarize what the output is and send it back as an audio note to me because I gave it as an audio note.
So
And let's
basically,
see.
so basically, if you're giving it a voice input, it's giving you a voice output. If you're giving it a probably text input, it's basically sending the text output also back. Is it?
Yes, yes. But
Interesting.
the text input is not the main aim of this because the agenda of this chatbot is to minimize the text,
Awesome.
uh,
All right.
from the
So
users.
it's like
So
you've made it more conversational,
yes,
it'll
exactly.
definitely do the text, but it'll revert in voice format. That's awesome. All right.
I have emailed Santosh Alampali to express your interest in the product manager position at Product Space and requested more details. His contact information is provided for your reference. Let me know if you need further assistance.
So this email has gone from my behalf. Now, if I go to the to my inbox to send items, so this was the latest email from Santosh that this chatbot had mentioned. On 10th May, this email had come. And this is the reply that has gone on my behalf to Santosh that I am interested in this opportunity and would like to know more details. And also, it is signing on my behalf. So that also this agent is very efficiently doing.
That's awesome. So it's like what we can do is on a regular basis, we can quickly keep on pinging this chatbot. Hey, can you check my latest emails? Or can you read some of the newsletters or any of it is important? And accordingly, we can make a call. That's super awesome. So, Pray, these are interesting use cases. Do we have anything more on this?
Yes, Akhil. So basically, this was just one aspect of it. We can also create draft emails. So I don't want to send an email just right now. I want to create it as a draft. So that also I can give this Gmail Genie the command. So create a draft email to Mohini saying that I would like to catch up with her after our demo and we will celebrate our success. So now I've given that command. Once again, if I go back to my uh, workflow, so the input has gone as an audio note to the AI agent, which will fetch Mohini's contact details from the contact agent. Once that information is captured, it will then trigger the email agent to create a draft. So this is how the email agent looks like. If you see, it can perform a lot of activities. Uh, in fact, we've already got the reply from Gmail Genie, but I'll just quickly walk you through this. So it can create drafts, it can add labels to messages, it can send messages or it can send replies, it can fetch messages, fetch messages in a label, it can mark messages as read or unread, and then it can also create new labels. So a lot of activities that this agent can perform.
Looks like
Right?
a multi-agentic workflow that you folks have created, is it?
Yes, exactly. And now we'll go to this output.
Prerit has drafted an email to Mohini Agarwal with the subject, Catch Up After the Demo, inviting her to celebrate their success post-demo. The message expresses a desire to connect and awaits her response. Prerit is open to any changes before sending.
So I just gave it a context, and this chatbot has automatically created a draft email with a title. And also, since it was addressed to Mohini, so it has also taken up Mohini's email from from the contact agent, as I had mentioned. So now all I have to do is just look at the email. Everything looks fine. I can just press send. Right. So
That's
now this
awesome.
email has gone.
So Prerit, what if we want to book some calendar events? Can this product do that as well?
Yes, Akhil. So I was just coming on to that only.
Okay.
So with calendar also, we can do a lot of activities. Let me start off by asking, what is my event for 13th May look like? So now I've asked it, what are my events scheduled for 13th May? And let's see what response do I get back. So basically, I'll just open my calendar, and apparently I do not have any events right now. Okay. Yes, I do not have any events. So it should reply that I do not have any events as of now. And the reply is here.
There are no scheduled events for May 13, 2025. However, on May 12, 2025, there are two events: a project meeting from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. and an event demo from 4:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m., both in Asia, Kolkata time zone.
So it has clearly said that I do not have any meetings today and pointed out the two meetings that I had yesterday. So that is one thing. If I had this meetings somewhere here, so it would have, told me that there is a meeting today. So now I have added a meeting. Now let me give this command and see what it says. What is my schedule for 13th May? So now in this case, what is happening is, again, the same flow is activated. The audio note is going, it's being deciphered by the AI agent. But instead of the email agent, now the calendar agent is being tasked to perform this activity. And we have the reply from Gmail Genie.
You have a meeting scheduled on May 13, 2025 from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. IS. Link to event done at google.com/.
So it has identified that I have one meeting at 3 to 4 p.m.
That's interesting.
And that's not all. There is a lot that I can do with this, with this chatbot, with my agendas and my calendar. So move my 3 p.m. meeting to 5 p.m. So now I've asked it to reschedule this meeting. And
Okay.
here is my calendar. It should happen real time, so you all can see it happening.
It's a powerful tool you folks have built. Any plans to monetize it?
Hopefully, right now we are figuring out the little nuances that are still left and
Awesome.
adding more and more details to it to make it a full-blown package. And then we should be able to roll it out. We may even apply to Y Combinator and such other, agencies and organizations where AI is now becoming a very big factor, and they are focusing on AI like crazy. So that is also a focus, and we may end up going ahead with that also.
Awesome. Thank you, Payat.
So
So
yeah,
it's like we have seen in real time, it has moved the meeting from 3 to 4 to 5 to 6, right? That's awesome. So
yes,
Payat, let's say if I make a request, I want to basically schedule a meeting with Mohini or Vashni or Santosh on the basis of certain events that are happening around the area. So do we have something around that? Because it's more of a frequent use case wherein, probably in a friendly community, one friend asked like, hey, this is an interesting, activity going around. Do you want to catch up with me, right? So probably you can book the calendar in advance, right? So can we do something around that?
yes, we can. It's funny that you asked, because Santosh had just sent me an image for a stand-up comedy show by Rajat Chauhan. It's scheduled for 18th May at 6 p.m. And for this, I don't have to do anything. I just have to give this image to Gmail Genie. I just have to forward it. That's it. Nothing from my side else needs to be done. What this agent will do is it will identify the image. It will parse this image, see the date, time, and even the duration, and then automatically mark my calendar as per this event. So this has already created it. The event for Rajat Chauhan has been added for 18th May at 6 p.m., which matches what we have here, 18th May at 6 p.m. And now if I go to my calendar for 18th May, I do have this event from 6 to 7:30 p.m., which was the duration of the event.
Sounds very interesting. Like it was super cool to see all of these use cases wherein we always have to open Gmail and do all these tasks. Definitely would have been taking a lot of time from us as a user. So can you explain folks like what was the tech stack that has been powering this entire product end to end?
Sure, Akhil. So basically, this thing is entirely built on NA10, where we have integrated WhatsApp, we have integrated the Google calendars and the Gmail, basically as nodes. So here we had to integrate with Google. We had to give some permissions to access these workflows. And then what we've also used is for the agents, we have used ChatGPT, this 4.0 mini model, which is really fast and quick. This powers the entire model. And for the master agent and all, we've again used ChatGPT, but we have also incorporated some, prompt that we've given the prompt engineering we've performed here. And we've given it a prompt wherein it has to perform the necessary actions as and when required, which could include fetching details from the contacts agent, performing email related actions or contact calendar related actions. So that is there. And for image also, we have the OpenAI image analyzer model, wherein it will pass through the image and then book the event as per the image mentioned date and time.
Kudos to you folks. Like building a complete AI product in just a few weeks is no small feat. I'd have to ask, like, how did the cohort experience help you go from idea to execution?
Yeah, maybe I'll take that. So, Akhil, before I joined this cohort, right, like when I saw this flow, it was too complex because the flow itself is too huge, as you can see, right? So what cohort experience helped us is to break down the things and start from the basics, right? So as you can see, this complete implementation has been done without even writing a single code, right? So it helped us to understand which models to use. It helps us to understand the complete the architecture. How do we come up with the particular architecture? And not just that, like the complete 6 weeks has been really good because they helped us starting with understanding of AI, then how transformers are. All this had laid a foundation for us to build this kind of product, right? So that gave us a confidence that we can achieve, and the support that we got from mentors is also tremendous. Like they helped us to go in the right path and build something of this kind in just 1.5 week. I would say if without a product space course, I don't think we would be even able to achieve this. Even if we try to do this, definitely it would have taken 3 to 4 months for us to achieve this kind of output. So yeah.
Any reason for that, Santosh? Like one, probably I can understand at high level. Of course, understanding all these connected nodes at once might overwhelm anyone, right? And of course, the level of prompt engineering that you folks might have done is definitely 80 out of 100, 90 out of 100, right? But in fact, figuring out as well which prompting strategy to use depending on the use case, and it looks huge. I think if I think Prerit also opened Gmail agent, like it has multiple 8-9 nodes, right? So figuring out when to connect what at what step, you have to break it down. Definitely that is something which requires subject level understanding. Otherwise it's quite difficult to figure a lot of things in a in your own time. And definitely we can build basic agents, right? But the moment you have to try to build around solving a actual user problem, that is something I believe it will require a lot of subject matter depth, right? Thank you, Santosh. Thanks for putting it into your experience. And now looking back, like this is probably the question to everyone. Probably folks, now looking back, what were your top learnings while working on this capstone or going through the cohort? Yeah, I would love to hear from each one of you. Yeah.
Okay, so Akhil, I'll start. For me, it's like it was really a new experience to understand about your LLMs, the transformer model, the prompts that we are using, getting our hands on the various Gen AI tools that maybe I wasn't so fluent with all these days. And maybe I always worked with my data scientist team, and I always thought maybe, wow, they do wonders, and I can never be even near to them, right? So that sounded more like rocket science to me. But thanks to this course, I started doing my basics of, let's say, machine learning from Google, and I realized it's so easy. It's only about just giving it a chance, and I can do it, right? So having that kind of confidence, right, that really boosted the or pepped me up, right? And other than that, let's say recently I had one demo day within City as well, wherein we were actually displaying the various, let's say, products that we are working on. So just by talking to the teams, I really felt like, wow, as in I was able to get almost 80 to 90% of whatever they were doing. So that really made me confident that, yes, I am ready to maybe to really venture into this new space. So yeah, getting this kind of confidence within 1.5 months is really incredible. And kudos to the mentors, amazing mentors that we have in product space for that.
Thank you, Mani. Thanks for putting it so well. Yeah, Prerit, over to you.
So yes, Akhil, as Mohini said, if for an outsider who is now, even if he wants to get into AI space and all, and with the the advancements in AI on an almost daily basis, it can be very tricky for a person to start with, how to. It can be very tricky for the person on how to start with AI. So product space with its course, this AI for PMs, has structured all the resources so nicely that it gives a good basis of understanding of what the traditional AI has been, and how it has emerged over the period of the past uh, so many years, and how it is shaped up. And now it is easy for me to understand how the AI is working at the back end, at front end, how agents are working, what is Chat GPT exactly, the other the other AI models that have come up and all. And that is like, it's very good for me. It's very informational, and it has boosted my confidence also. So now, even if I want to apply for interviews, I know that yes, I can explain what AI is, how AI can be implemented, and it will improve my chances over other candidates, which I am really hoping.
Yeah, in fact, I think with that onset, you folks are also on to building your AI product portfolio. So I think that should be quite awesome. Yeah, so we'll move to Santosh and then Varshini, and yeah.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So my experience, I would say it took me back 6 years back to IIT Bombay, where I've done my MBA, because it's a replica of what I used to do, where we used to have sleepless nights in terms of brainstorming the ideas, discussing about the projects and all. But the key difference is there it was more of a PPT that we used to get as an output, but here it's a working solution on which we can build upon, right? So I would say that has been a key difference. And the second one is in terms of AI. Like in last couple of years, we have been hearing more about AI, but it was confusing and it was a vast ocean, right? So this helped us to sail through this, come up with a proper structured approach in terms of getting an understanding at the same time implementing it as well. So
Awesome.
yeah, that's kind of summarization.
Thank you. Thanks, Santosh, for putting in the words. Varshini. Yeah.
Thank you, Akhil. So I would like to just say start with one thing. For anybody who's starting with this entire AI journey, it might look overwhelming from the outside, but I think trust me, once you get in, it's a whole game of curiosity. You just want to, get more information and just keep learning, and the process just gets easier from there. It's not going to be difficult the more you learn. It's just you have to be very consistent with what you're doing. And with respect to this particular course, it was AI was not very specifically new to me. I was, but however, a complete beginner with the execution part of it. And now today, where I'm standing in terms of the technical concepts, like maybe fixing the temperature to take care of hallucinations or multi-shot prompting techniques. And in fact, I didn't even know that you're supposed to maintain a prompt library, which I do now. So I feel like I'm in a safe zone. But I want to continue being there. So it's great in a way of the knowledge space that you get to learn. So it's the more you execute it than just theoretical knowledge. I think the more you learn from there.
Awesome. Thank you, Vashni. Thanks for putting it in your experience. All right, folks, I think that's it. But before wrapping it up, I would have one last question to all of you. How many engineers or designers, you folks employ to build this? Let's be honest.
None.
So basically,
We all are product managers here.
We all are product
going to-
managers and none of us know coding. And yet we were able to build an end-to-end product, which is something that, that is something that I can boast about now in my circle at least.
Awesome.
I think once we ideated and we were almost done with the entire phase is when it got majorly validated, when Y Combinator list came up with the list of startups, list, and AI email assistant was one of them, and it was definitely a kudos moment for all of us in the team because it sort of just validated what we were trying to solve. So yeah.
Yes. Quite nice. Awesome. Folks, that was a fantastic showcase. I would say well done, team. And to the audience, don't forget to check out the other projects from our Advanced AI program. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.